Today, I'm having the strangest kind of day, but I want to be obedient. I woke up and I looked out the window, and it was a little bit cloudy, just a bit. And I said to myself, I can feel the rain. It's gonna rain. It didn't look dark, just slightly gray. And before I walked across the hallway to my office, I could hear the rain coming. And I thought, wow. Before I got out of bed, I had this vision. I saw this gentleman come up to me, and he said to me, "You've gotten older, but you look younger." And I said to him, "Because I've learned to love more." And when I got into my office to do my devotion, got my devotion out, and it was from Romans 13, verse 8 to 11. But I like to get the background, so I started at verse 1. And when I got to verse 7, it's talking about, rendering honor to where honor is due. Give honor. And then verse 8 says, no man anything but to love one another. For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law. And I thought, this is crazy. As I got into my devotion, I paused and I saw myself at this event, and I told everybody that was in the bleachers to come down on the ground, and I said to them, when I pass and I touch your hand, say, I believe. And it's strange. I stop, I wrote it down, and I continue reading my Bible. And for some strange reason, as I said, it's been a strange kind of day. I had to get up because I'm saying to myself, why did I get up? I can't remember. But as I got up, I noticed a cue card that I had on the ground, and I picked it up. And it was dated March 1st, 2021. And it says, time. Time is about teaching, imagination or initiative, maturity, and expression. That's what I had written on the card. I continued reading from my Bible, and I was at verse 11, and it said, and that knowing the time, and I dropped my Bible because I'm thinking, okay, God, you're kind of really freaking me out. You're messing with me this morning. So I took a walk out my office, because when God shows up like that, it's kind of like, when you see a ghost, for me anyway, that's, oh my gosh, and you kind of run away. So I walked away, and I heard, no, time is about teaching, imagination, mindset, and expression. And he said, everybody's life can be described in one word with 4 letters: time. Teaching. When we were born, what's the one thing that happened? They were teaching us. Teach us how to talk. Teach us how to walk. Teach us how to write. Teach us how to do everything. So the first most important thing is time. Is teaching. And is teaching, the part where we teach others. And then imagination. Because as we grow up and we learn to walk, talk. Right now we're going to school. What do they ask? What do you want to be when you grow up? So that activates your imagination, because now you have to stop and think and imagine what your life would be like so you can see it. So now it's the imagination that kicks in. And then your mindset, because you have to develop this mindset, this character, this ability to believe and to keep pressing and pursuing that what you saw in your imagination is actually possible. And then your life, as you move on this journey, becomes an expression of the teaching that you received, the imagination that you activated, and the mindset that you maintain that now allows you to express a life of abundance, of wealth, of prosperity, or based on what you imagine and the mindset you kept. It may be one of negativity, it may be one of doubt, it may be one of fear, it may be one of grief and anger. I went back to read my Bible, and I continued reading the verse 11 because I hadn't finished. And as I continued, it said, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. And I thought, no way, because that belief brought me back to what I saw earlier, where I was touching people and I said, when I touch your hand, I want you to say, I believe. So this morning, I'm recording this message. I'm in my PJ, so this is why you're getting it this way, where it's an audio, not a visual. I mean, I still look good. Thank God for that. But it's time. It is time for you to take the teachings that you have to change your imagination. Stop imagining things being bad. Imagine the good. Imagine the possibility. Imagine the promises that God has given to you, because they are still there. And change your mindset. Use that imagination to change your mindset. Change the things that you're thinking about. Change the people that you're talking to. Change the movies that you watch and the conversations and what you listen to, because they are all shaping your mindset. And then express something different, something better, something greater, something that is true to who you are and who you're supposed to be. You cannot speak about poverty and expect to receive wealth. What you say, what comes out of your mouth, is what will be given to you. I want somebody to understand that this morning. That you cannot say one thing and expect another. And that's always been the folly of man. We let bitter and sweet flow out of our mouth, but it's not supposed to be so. Bitter and sweet cannot flow from the same fountain. A tree cannot produce anything but its kind. What is your desire? It is time. It is time for you to believe. It is time for you to receive. As a matter of fact, the word God gave me at the beginning of the week is that it's growing season. It's growing season. So if you have a desire, if you believe that it's possible for you to receive your dream, I want you to know that you are in your season of growth. It is your time. You got to get the teaching. If you don't have it, find it. Connect with me. I'm a coach. That's what I do. I teach people. I teach people. I teach them to change how they think, how to change their thought, how to change their dreams, how to change what is possible for them. And you know why I can do that? Because God taught me how to do it through my own experience. So when I'm teaching, I'm not teaching from the book. I am teaching from the book. But I'm not teaching just from book knowledge. I am teaching from my experience and the experience of others that have impacted me and that God has allowed me to impact. So it's your need to get the teaching. You need to get into your imagination. Let me show you how to do it. I met with a executive recently, and when she was finished, she goes, man, I saw it. I saw it. This is an executive of a big corporation. She said, you forced me to stop and think about things I had never thought about before. That is my assignment. I come to disrupt how you think, what you believe about time. I just want you to change something a little bit differently. And then, of course, your mindset. To change the overall thought pattern. Only you can do that. God won't do it for you because He has left that ability in your hands. You have to choose to change your thoughts. Choose to change what you put in to your mind, what you listen to, what you read, the websites you go, the people you associate with. Because that is all an expression that comes out in your life. If you're surrounding yourself with misery, you're only going to produce more misery. It's been a strange morning. I've never done a message like this before. I get them often. I see them often. But this morning, I had to record this because I want to be obedient to God. I want it to be, if something happens, it's not going to be because I didn't say, because I didn't tell you, because you didn't know. Now you know. Time. It is time. It is time for you to make a change. It's growing season. It's time to grow. So every man, every woman, every boy, every girl, their life is dictated by 4 letters. TIME. Thank you. Please share this message. Share this message. Let people know that it is time. I love you. God bless you. Have a good day.